to
Hello,
filling
everyone.
news at number 134. Natalia Chadwick, hello. And also Tom, he says, am I the first cut here? No, you're not the first cut here because Chadwick is here before you. So, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, the news was kind of slim pickings today, as always. But we'll get through it.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Let me hope we do. Two-headed rattlesnake named Double Dave found in New Jersey. Experts say it's the first two-headed rattlesnake ever found in the U.S. state of New Jersey.
Yeah, but far from the first double-headed snake found. For some reason, double-headed snakes happen pretty often in the U.S., actually.
Yeah, that and two-headed turtles. Just for some reason.
Well, this is the first one found in New Jersey.
Yeah, but I mean, the first two-headed rattlesnake.
So it's the first two-headed snake found in New Jersey. Yeah.
It's got to be an eastern diamondback.
What is it? I think 1 in every 1,000 turtles has two heads, and some farms raise like 10,000 turtles a year.
Wait, it's a diamondback. Don't you mean it's a doubleback?
Ding.
You know what I mean.
A rare two-headed rattlesnake named Double Dave has been found in a forest in the U.S. The baby timber rattlesnake was first discovered in New Jersey's Pine Barrens. Last month, by environmentalists from the Herpetological Associates Group. U.S. let off many nukes. That's why the two heads. The group, which is looking after the snake, has been studying endangered and threatened reptiles and amphibians since 1977. Bob Zuckerberg, the chief executive of the organization of Burlington County, said the first two-headed timber rattlesnake ever found in the U.S. state of New Jersey. What was that, Green?
I was saying they didn't let any nukes off near New Jersey, as far as I know. It was all out in Utah, which is a fair bit away from New Jersey.
Like opposite sides of the country.
Yeah.
Colleagues David Snyder and Dave Burkett, hence the nickname. Why did I put that in there? So I assume his real name is actually David, not David. They just shortened it to Dave because they were both named David. Yeah, man. Some of the cross
Imagine the snakes that. Imagine the two heads sitting there going, "Hey, Dave. Yeah, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Okay, Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
I'm not Dave. I'm David. Someone across the two. The old rattlesnake. Across the day's old rattlesnake is known in the nesting area in Burlington. The known nesting area in Burlington County. We're not expecting to find one with two heads. It's kind of weird though.
I'm not afraid of snakes, but if I know the area where rattlesnakes are nesting, or any poisonous snake for that matter, venomous, poisonous, whatever, I ain't going near there. I don't want to get bit.
Especially this one's only a few days old as well.
Which are worse than the older ones.
I was just blown away.
Oh, considering New Jersey for the most part, it's a chemical dump.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
surprised.
Snakes are pussies. I'm more worried about spiders. Yeah, but Australia, pretty much anything can fucking kill you over there. So, yeah.
If it can't kill you in Australia, it sure as hell wants to.
Well, his mother was looking the other way. He picked up the newborn, which said looked healthy. The extra hand is definitely going to be a burden on it in a while to make it hard to get away from predators. That's the other. It's got two heads, therefore it's got double the chance of fighting off.
Yeah, but what if both the heads? What if one decides to go left, the other one decides to go right? I mean,
Because it seems like the two heads are independent of each other.
they're not independent.
I assume that, no, because I assume they each have their own brain and stuff, so I assume that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happens if one decides to go left, one decides to go right?
That happens. One side becomes the dominant side.
Yeah.
They're
Well, no.
split down the middle then.
Yeah, but then what one controls the body, though? So,
Hell. I'm sitting here trying to remember all of a sudden. They ought to name the snake. What was it? Brittany and something else?
Abby and Brittany.
Yeah, there you go.
It is funny to see a two-headed snake try to go two different directions.
I mean, are they like the cartoons where their neck stretches out and snaps back?
A little bit, yes.
Because what happens is one of the head dies as well, but they would just stay there.
Well, it depends on how many of the organs are duplicated. Because you have a rotten organ inside you, you ain't doing too good.
He said the right side appeared to be the dominant as both heads pulled in different directions at the same time. We're just keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that things stay healthy. When this thing stays healthy, we can keep an eye and we can keep it for a while. That's kind of weird, isn't it? 3 viewers are rigging the viewers in tonight.
Woo!
That's early days. Do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do.
For some bizarre reason, I thought this was funny. I don't know why. I wonder where the dislike came from. I don't know. I've wondered that for ages. Same guy every time. That's all I know. Yeah, bird sucked into plane engine, making it blow up right before takeoff.
Well, that sucks.
Yep.
Bump.
Press F for the
For
bird.
the bird, yeah.
Sucks to be you, bird. No more flying for you.
Better that happened before they got in the air.
Yeah. A plane has been evacuated from Cardiff Airport after the bird got sucked into the engine, which then blew up. Wait, was it the engine that blew up or the bird or both?
Well, if the engine blew up, I'm pretty sure the bird blew up along with the engine.
Oh, it blew up before it got too far in there, because them turbines will chop it up like real fine.
It came out
Yeah,
as paste on the other side.
It's 10:20 a.m. Like the pilots were traveling down the runway when the pilot suddenly slammed on the brakes with the fire engine out. Passengers had to wait until 2 p.m. to board on the flight. To Charles Gillette Airport. Johnny Alcock told Wales Online everyone was a bit short. On the middle of the runway. I was up in the middle of the runway, and then a fire engine pulled up. An announcement came on saying, "Nobody panic. We will get it sorted." And the pilot said, "We'll be getting everyone off the plane soon." There was a little bit of panic because no one really knew what was going on. I mean, at least it happened while it was taking off, and it didn't happen mid-air.
Mm-hmm.
Then there would definitely been a panic.
I don't know though. Although if it happened just after takeoff, we'd have another situation like that dude in New York a couple years ago. Remember him, Crappy? It took off in like
Landed
less
in
than
the
30
Hudson.
seconds after. Yeah, landed in the Hudson River. Less than 30 seconds after takeoff, a goose flew into the motor or the engine.
Captain Sully.
Mm-hmm.
A Cardiff airport spokeswoman said the plane had experienced a bird strike as it was preparing to take off. She said emergency services attended the aircraft, taxied safely to stand where passengers were offloaded and have now departed on another aircraft. Runway closed for a very short time, however, no flights were affected. The runway reopened very shortly afterwards, and all flights continued to operate as scheduled. Safety and security of our staff and customers remains our number one priority. But not the safety of birds, I assume. I'm sure vegans would be all over that.
I hate my tablet.
Yeah, what's your tablet, man?
Oh, I tried to type in the prompt to get Streamlabs to host the show. I typed Newsfail twice. It kept saying, what is it, need fail? It just kept changing my words.
Have you got autocorrect on?
Apparently, I gotta figure out how to turn that off.
You got it.
I've never had it on because even on this light thing, it just annoys me.
It started out with it on, and I'm too lazy to figure it out.
And Java says he's always here. Which I assume was a reply to Tom earlier. Yeah, like and share the stream, people. I feel like we should probably have more than 4 people watching this. Go on. Congress investigating Trump over U.S. military trips to Scotland.
Is
Conflict
Congress
of
going to
interest.
stop at investigating him?
No.
I'm pretty sure they'd investigate him if he forgets to flush the toilet.
They really want. Who's investigating over anything?
Like,
Conflict of
I don't-
interest concern. Sorry. Conflict of interest concerns over military spending at Prestwick Airport and offers discount. And discount offers at President's Resort. Congress is investigating Donald Trump over potential conflict of interest involving increased U.S. military spending at Prestwick Airport near Glasgow and visits to Trump's Turnberry Resort. The House Oversight Committee has been investigating whether increasing expenditure at the airport and allegations of U.S. military personnel being offered discount deals at Trump's National Resort representing Trump's golf resort represent a violation of the U.S. Constitution? I don't see why it would.
What?
They're arguing that fucking emolument clause again. The big problem is
Will you knock
Trump's
it off? Stop
hotels
spraying me with shit.
the
I ain't there.
Don't-
Stop it. Sorry.
Trump's hotels and resorts were offering a discount to military members before he was president. This is not a new discount.
And how is it even? The thing is, the businesses aren't even in his name anymore. They're in his son's name, aren't they? So why?
No, it's still, they're all still in his name. His son just has control over it. What they're arguing about is there is something that says the president cannot direct. They're citing the emolument clause as in Trump cannot directly profit off of being president, which the only chance he could do that is if, like, you always hear about, Trump goes to England and some head of a state and him exchange gifts. The thing is, whenever that happens, the gift that whatever head of state gives Trump automatically becomes property of the government. If it were to be his personal property, that would be a violation. But him making money off off the military staying at a fucking hotel, not really. Especially considering military discounts are not a new fucking thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the White House has like a zoo because of gifts from the foreign dignitaries.
Here's the thing, why are they only? And here's the thing, why are they only going after the Scottish one? Because I assume it happens elsewhere outside of Scotland. It happens all over the US and around the world, I guess.
Because that is the hotel that's owned by Trump.
Yeah, but Trump owns hotels all over the place, not just in Scotland.
That close to military bases?
I don't know. He never takes money from the government. You never forget that. He doesn't. I think legally he only gets like $1 a year or something because he had to.
Yeah, he takes $1 a year.
That's because legally you have to get a salary. The chairman of the committee wrote in June to the then acting security defense of Patrick Shanahan to raise serious conflict of interest concerns about Trump making money from his military trips to Scotland. According to the news website, the letter said U.S. military spending at Prestwick, closest airport to the resort, have appeared to increase substantially since the election. Let's put a cement block on Scotty's leg and throw him into the harbour. You always seem to think of new and creative ways to try and kill me. Good luck with that. It follows reports of the airport offering cut-price rooms for select passengers and crew, along with 3 rounds of golf at Turnberry for U.S. military staff, civilian air crews. Here's the thing, Prestwick isn't even a military base, though. It's just a normal airport.
Yeah, but they're still going to try to get him on anything they can. They've only been trying ever since the man was elected.
They're going to be investigating him long after he's dead and gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to get off. I just want to off you. You just gross, dude. Okay, perfect. I'll take your word for it.
I'm waiting for the CNN to come out with a news story that Trump ripped ass in front of the foreign dignitary.
Green, you can't.
You mean like back in the 90s when George Bush blew chunks all over Prime Minister of Japan?
Yeah, similar to that, but the back door, not the front door, and more air instead of trunks.
The committee is demanding to see all the financial documents from the U.S. Department of Defense relating to Trump Turnberry, in addition to the details of all communications between the two parties. However, reports from the U.S. suggest there has not been any response. 2 years before the 2016 election, Trump spent hundreds of millions of dollars to purchase and renovate the Turnberry golf course in Scotland. Said in the letter, which was also signed by the Democratic Congressman Jamie Raskin. To date, the property has continued to suffer financial losses and has not turned a profit for the president of his company. The airport closest to the Trump Turnberry golf course, Glasgow Prestwick, has been viewed as integral to the golf course's financial success. Yet it too has lost millions of dollars every year since its purchase by the Scottish government in 2013. Well, that's what happens when the government buys things, isn't it? It's like Defense Logistics Agency records showing 629 fuel. I'll have to sing there. Let's see what we have to sing then. Let's just get my dashboard up. Come on, load. And sing, give me torture. Well, I love this song. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Cryptic, for the £5. Upside, inside out, living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you out, living la vida loca. I left several. And her skin wears the color mocha. She'll wear you out, living la vida loca. Come on, living la vida loca. Come on, she's living la vida loca. Thank you, Cryptic, for the £5. Oh, and also, thank you, Gamer Girl, for the £2 a few days ago. He just says cunt. I forgot about that one. But it wasn't that I forgot about it, I just didn't know that she'd done it.
I had no worries.
And yeah, Dom, I'm keeping out of trouble for the most part. I don't think I was ever really in much trouble. That was painful. I can imagine it was painful.
I need to start taking my headphones off when Sky starts singing.
But at least I knew the song, so there's that. At least it was the song that I knew. Yeah. And given the president's continued financial stake in his Scotland golf courses, these reports raise questions about the president's potential receipt of U.S. or foreign government emoluments in violation of the U.S. Constitution and raise other serious conflict of interest concerns. Yeah, that's great, mate. Yeah, I'll probably find kind of DM later or something. In order to fulfill its responsibilities under the Constitution, the committee is seeking information related to expenditures at both Prestwick Airport and the President's nearby Scotland golf resorts. How was that any of their business, though?
It's not.
Like, really? One, he's not the one running him anymore, so why? It should be nothing.
Listen, in a case like this, well, why don't they investigate Bill and Hillary Clinton for their personal profiting off of their Secret Service guard? Because the Secret Service that protects Bill and Hillary Clinton, they charge them rent.
Yeah, more than likely.
Oh no, they actually do.
I wouldn't be shocked. Reports that Democratic committee aside, the Defense Department said the department had not cooperated with the investigation or produced any of the requested documents. While Trump Turnberry and the airport have operated significant losses in recent years, the government put in Prestwick up for sale, taking it into public ownership in 2013. The thing is, I can understand because why are they investigating the airport though when the airport isn't even in Trump's name at all? I mean, at least the fucking golf course is in fucking Trump's name. Unless Trump buys the airport, which he's probably not going to do. And thank you, Green Fund, never showing the stream logs. Yeah, that just seems fucking stupid to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, talking about more stupid stuff. Just loads. Marslam for dress code branded modern day version of whites only sign.
Really?
The Bar West establishment created a sign displaying a list of rules about customers' appearance after 10 p.m., which many have slammed as racist towards African Americans. Because, of course, it is because everything is. Everything is racist.
So, you're telling me the black people don't know how to dress right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they're saying.
I do know for sure they don't know how to pull their damn pants up.
Yeah, you should really buy a belt.
Oh no, I've seen them sag with a belt. The belt's
really?
around their knee. Like,
A bar has been slammed for a new dress code, branded the modern day version of whites only. A whites only sign. The Bar West establishment in California created, of course, California. Of course, they complain about this. Of course, it's California, so it must be racist. Displaying a list of rules about customers' appearance after 10 p.m. Amongst the rules were no sweats or joggers, no gang killers, no chains out, no grills, no baggy clothes.
All right, so hold on. Say those rules again.
Amongst the rules were no sweatpants or joggers, no gang killers, no chains, no grills, and no baggy clothes.
So nothing you can hide a weapon in.
No.
And aside from the sweatpants or joggers, bikers fit that description too.
Yeah. Many branded the sign disgraceful, saying it was racist towards African Americans in its indirect stereotyping. But then, they're the ones that are stereotyping if they're the ones that think that black people dress like that.
it's like a dog whistle. Only dogs can hear it. Yeah, racist pricks.
Exactly. They're the ones stereotyping.
Who are the ones assuming that they're talking about black people?
Exactly. Man. Because to them, those are a bunch of black stereotypes, and so therefore they're the ones stereotyping.
Mm-hmm.
Look in the mirror, you racist cunts. Hello, English Dome. Hey, leave those Well, Malone, they will try with their genes. Ozzy Tom, I don't know what the fuck you were on about there. Anyway. One critic uploaded the picture of the sign onto Facebook saying it was a modern day whites only sign. It's not the same that they. Can someone tell me how?
Because obviously the African Americans dress in baggy ass clothes, always run in gangs, and have stupid dumbass grills.
What is a grill anyway?
It's like a gold covering for your teeth.
Ah,
They think braces, only decorative.
I just gone to the sign on the night placed outside and said they were shocked at how blatant the racist overtones were. How? You're the racist for thinking that all black people dress like that. They're just projecting their racism onto someone else. That's what they're doing, isn't it? They feel bad for the racist, so they're just projecting their racism on someone else.
My question is, I'd like to see a picture of the inside of this bar. If it looks like a seedy place where a lot of
It looks like there's nose candy in the bathroom.
more of the underside of society, we'll say. You know, more of the underside or less than legal side. If it looks like it's a place where the less than legal side of people of society would hang out, I could understand if they're going to sit there and say that. But if it's some fucking high class establishment kind of place that would probably throw my ass out for wearing a t-shirt and jeans, it makes sense.
At the end of the day, it's their establishment. I mean, if a white person came and just said that, they'd probably kick them out as well.
Yeah.
Charlene Bruce, he was eating at another restaurant, told CBS, I was tiring to work out who they were trying to not have to come to their establishment.
People who dress like morons, obviously.
Well, I don't know what tiring to work out is, but this must be
I
something.
think it's supposed to say trying.
I know. That was the joke. I take the piss out of your spelling song, Tom, but unfortunately my two posts were updated with S, so I can't say I. I know it's supposed to say try, but it's a bit. I like to make fun of their typos. Another critic, Sonia Lewis, leader of the Sacramento Black Lives Matter group, said the sign of disappointment. The sign of disappointing and a step back. Sign of disappointing. Your fucking grammar's disappointing. Someone got paid to write this, you know.
Didn't newspapers used to have like a bounty if you found a typo, like back in the day?
You know what this is? This is what happens when you fucking diversity hire people. With shit like this.
Basically, back when the paper was paper, they were ashamed to make a spelling mistake and did not want to.
How do you? Don't be so sure about that. How do you think words like color lost that? They used to have that U.
That was the same one, wasn't it?
That's not a spelling mistake.
Well, it's
I was going to say
it is incorrect.
True.
At least it is.
Well, most, many misspellings like that, like drop an extra use off a word like parlor or color.
It was the same space.
That became a it became a thing because it was just cheaper to print.
Yeah.
Because they would charge by the letter. So, incorrect spelling is not a new thing, but it is a lot more common nowadays.
Yeah, Americans have been spelling stuff wrong for years. We already knew that, but yeah.
At least you could tell that it was supposed to be color, and not some like just random freaking letters.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've also heard the theory that that a lot of editors allow such kind of grammatical and spelling mistakes to go through because it shows that they're really feeling what they're writing about, because they care more than they care about spelling. Personally, I think that's an excuse, but
yeah, it just shows me you don't give a shit about making your paper look professional. It makes it look like some teenager did it.
Like I said, I'm not surprised. It's very much indicative of the Midtown experience. However, one patrol told the news channel the bar had the right to determine the vibe and image of their business. Exactly. It's their business. They can do what they like. The unnamed man said if they want to keep a certain vibe and image, they have the right to do that. And if someone wants to wear joggers, they can go somewhere else. Exactly, yeah. Nothing racist about that.
nah.
And if you think
Hell,
it's
there's a
racist,
lot.
you're racist because you're the one stereotyping.
Shit, when I worked at a establishment in DC, in my younger years, the place I worked for, one of their rules was no sweatpants. No sweatpants, no baggy clothes. And everybody tried pulling this kind of shit, saying it was racist and all that, until somebody explained that you're wearing baggy clothes so you can sit and rub your dick up against the girls. No.
Really? Was that seriously a problem where you worked?
Yeah, it was. Would this be a good time to mention it was a strip club?
Scotty, he was the one that caused that rule going into effect.
Oh, hell no, man.
I'm going to assume you're
What do you
security.
I was gonna say, crappy. It had nothing to do with the sweatpants. Hell, where do you think I learned it? Where do you think I learned the penchant for wearing kilts?
Okay, I think I've got a mental image I don't ever want ever. I now have a horrifying mental image.
So did she.
I'm not surprised. Okay then. You come to you. I mean, I know we're all guns, Tom. So are you. So. I have a story from a peaceful religion. Remember, it's so peaceful and absolutely beautiful, it must not be questioned. Never question this religion. 2 men planning to kidnap and murder women who renounced Islam arrested. Plan a plot to kill 25-year-old.
So peaceful, so tolerant.
Working in Slovakia with husband. Two men were suspected of plotting to kidnap and murder a female relative who renounced Islam have been arrested. Mohammed Patman from Patman from Ilford, London, and Daria Khan, Safi, 49, from Coventry were detained by the National Crime Agency officers at their homes in London and Coventry on Wednesday. No, I used the letter U, and whereas the Yanks don't use letter R. The pair, both originally from Afghanistan, were wanted by the Slovakian authorities for conspiring to kill a 25-year-old woman who was living in Austria and working in Slovakia at a company she ran with her husband. The NCR operations unit began an investigation into the pair in October after being alerted by the Slovakian authorities of the alleged murder plot. Officers carried out months of surveillance on the two men as they prepared to carry multiple trips to both Austria and Slovakia. When investigators believe they were carried out their own surveillance on the victim. So yeah, you denounce our religion, you must die. That's a very tolerant way of looking at things, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Never seen blocking out the windows and swapping tires for winter tires on the vessel, and subsequently used to drive to both countries. Phone and internet records were also obtained, which officers allege show the men discussing the potential murder plot, including planning events at both home and abroad. Mr. Patman and Mr. Safi are being held on European arrest warrants and will now face extradition to Slovakia. Well, I guess that's actually one of the few good things that comes of it being the EU, then. We get rid of people like this. EU doesn't have many perks.
You bigot.
Well, I'm not being big. I'm just saying I'm getting rid of people who want to plot and murder people.
Yeah, I know, but it's the religion of peace, you bigot.
I'm not questioning the absolute peaceful religion. Fantastic in every way. Praise Allah.
Anything against what they say is racist.
Yes, it is. NCR senior investigating officer Matthew Perfect. Okay.
No.
Religion is so tolerant, still some respect. Patman and Stanley were sought by the Slovakian authorities for the extremely serious offence preparing to commit first-degree murder. Protecting the British public is a core part of the NCR's mission. And these are two potentially violent individuals who will no longer pose a threat. Hopefully, once they get over there, they're not allowed back in. Because they shouldn't be allowed back in, although fucking idiots will be fucking protest to get back in like they did with that fucking rapist.
I don't know. From what I've been hearing about this shit, they're going to come back to a hero's welcome.
Well, probably that's what always happens. It happened with that rapist guy, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
All the rapist people that did. Yeah, the rest are the result of some excellent joint working between the NCR and our partners in Slovakia and throughout Europe. Such strong international cooperation is key in allowing us and our partners to pursue the most dangerous criminals across borders. And you see, this is why you vet the people that come into your country. We lost Crappy.
Uh-oh.
Maybe on a phone call or something.
If he's where I think it is, he's in an area where he's in and out of signal.
Ah. I don't know. You know, I've seen this earlier, but I don't know what I think of it. I don't know whether I agree with this or not. Does that make sense? Like, I'm undecided. Because I can understand it, but I also don't think it should be something that should necessarily be taught in schools. That make you petition for mandatory suicide prevention education in Scottish schools backed by Holyrood. This is something I can understand, but I don't necessarily know if I like it in schools. I don't know what to think of this one.
So it's not a bad concept, but it's I hate to say it, but it's almost like, I don't know about over there. Thunder can probably vouch for me on this one. On some of the top of on the top of some really, like at the very top of a lot of really tall bridges in the U.S., there tends to be a phone and a sign, doing the whole, suicide is not worth it. Call somebody here for help. Just pick up the phone and there's somebody on the other side, waiting to help you or something.
Yeah.
In theory, it's a good idea, but talking to somebody ain't really going to help.
Well, sometimes it does.
Granted, as far as the bridges goes, by that point, it's a little fucking.
Sometimes it does. Depends on the person.
I guess.
A petitions committee said the crusade by Scottish charities would form part of the mental health action plan. A petition calling for a suicide education to become mandatory in Scottish schools received the backing of Parliament yesterday. The record previously praised our support for the bid by mental health charities to turn the tide of suicides engulfing our young Scots. The Give Youth a Chance campaign, led by three charities with their own harrowing experiences, saw thousands pledge their support for a petition calling on the Scottish Government to provide ring-fence funding into corporate suicide awareness education into all Scottish high schools. 45 minutes later, per entertain me. I said I might go on for a bit longer today. We'll see what happens. The dossier went before a petitions committee of the Scottish Parliament yesterday, where former Labour leader Joanne Lamont agreed to write the ministers to push forward its objectives and incorporate them into an ongoing action plan. And Wangel says yawn. Tired and day at the fair, was it? Yeah. The former English teacher launched a petition after horrifying figures this year revealed that suicide rates among our young people have almost doubled. Various points she would have found helpful in her past career. She said the petitions come. You want to throw up? Why?
Too much cotton candy.
The former English teacher said the petition launched after the horrifying figures this year revealed that suicide rates among our young people have almost doubled. At this point, she would have found helpful in her past career. She said this petition. Come on, spinning around with eyes closed. Well, that wouldn't make any fucking difference to you, though, would it?
The thing that makes you dizzy when you spin around like that is actually your inner ear, not your eyes.
And even that wouldn't have made any difference.
And stop you from being dizzy.
Because she's blind, therefore, how would that have made any difference if her eyes closed or open?
Because it's still a sensory thing.
As of course, actually, no.
The thing with your eye, the whole deal with your eyes moving back and forth when you get that dizzy, it doesn't affect your eyes anywhere near as much as you think. It's every other one of your senses trying to catch up with what your inner ear is telling you.
I know, but I used to not feel sick.
Right. Well, that's just you getting old.
Now my eyes are done. I'm super sensitive. This petition comes after from a direct experience, a very difficult experience, but the way in which this petition has framed very positive suggestions and solutions, I think, is very helpful. And we have our own inquiry into mental health support, and I think we may want some to test some of the suggestions made in the petition in that inquiry, because I think the idea of practice comes from these tragedies is really important. I think if all of us were in those circumstances, we wouldn't know what to say. I think when I was teaching, it would help to have confidence, to know that the right things to say, to feel as you do, as you fucking hell. I think that's my title there.
Uh-oh.
What? What
Lost
happened?
the title. Nothing. You said you lost the title.
I haven't lost the title. I said living up to my title. Like all of us circumstances, wouldn't know what to say and think. And I think when I was teaching, it would help to have confidence to know what would be the right things to say, and to feel as you can help in some way. But oftentimes there aren't really right things to say, though, is there?
Not really. If it gets to a point where somebody's actually suicidal, if it's an emotionally driven thing, anything you say to help, if it's an actual emotionally driven depression or an emotionally driven suicidal feeling, anything you say will be twisted around to be negative.
Especially if it's like something that you haven't experienced. There's something you really can't say.
Right.
I guess sometimes for some people, just knowing that someone's there to listen to them can help as well, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I put you in a...
Cryptic wants to know... Yeah,
Jimmy
put you in a
Hoffa?
say bury in a baseball field. That's the whole Jimmy Hoffa treatment, yeah.
No, Cryptic, no, you can't. You wish you could.
Actually, I thought Jimmy Hoffa was supposed to be buried in a football field, not a baseball field.
Oh yeah.
Something like the Giants' 50-yard line or something.
The Mythbusters did that damn fine shit.
Petition led by family and friends against murder and suicide, and backed by other North Lanarkshire charities and the Trust Jack Foundation and Full On. Were signed by the families of 3 young men who took their lives in the area within weeks of each other last year. Stephen Mearns, 19, Callum Dunn, 16, and Darrell O'Rourke, 17. The number of people taking their own lives rose by 15% in 1 year, from 680 to 784 in 2018. I'm not a buzzkill, Cryptic. If it was a football field charging up, Scotty is a damn buzzkill. No, Cryptic, you just want to find ways of killing me. Took Jack to a fair today, and now he understands how great rides are. Spent 3 hours on winning every single one twice. Well, at least he enjoyed himself. That's the main thing, isn't it?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Your child was having fun, therefore you must torture yourself so your child can have fun. Trust me,
Yeah.
Do you think I like being a punching bag for 2-year-olds?
Even the spin one that goes fast and pins you to the wall. Well, I mean, you know what? That's the life of a parent, though, isn't it?
Oh, I used to love that one. And the floor, you pins you to the wall and the floor drops out from underneath you.
Yeah. Well, I think it's technically the wall moves up, but yeah.
Yeah.
And the steep increase.
So, go ahead.
Anyway, the steep increase
I was
was in
gonna
the. I used to love that one too. Steep increase was in the 15 to 24 age bracket. There were such 64 incidents. There were so 64 suicides in 2018, but last year the figure climbed to 96, an increase of 50%. Well, you know what, Mind Girl? I think that's just age, I guess. I don't know. And would blindness have a factor in that? Would blindness have a factor in, like, you used to love a certain ride, now you don't?
Yeah, people change.
I'd think age would probably be more of a factor, to be honest.
So I felt like because I know like with sight you can, but then I don't know because I would have thought that because my eyes are going, the sense in your ear is extra sensitive. So I would have thought that the sight would like disorientate you more. You can see it.
Well, being it's mostly the inner ear that it messes with.
So, Scotty, before we get too much farther into this article, do me a favor. What is the group that? What is the name of the group that? What's the name of the group that endorses? Start with an H.
Yeah, it says Family and Friends Against Murder and Suicide, I think. It endorses this.
No. It was in the title.
Holyrood, that's the Scottish Parliament.
Okay. Now, all right, so say that word again.
Holyrood.
All right, now, where is the place that's famous in the U.S. where all the movies are made?
Hollywood.
I cannot tell the fucking difference between those two words.
Neither can I.
There's an R. One is an R and one has
Sorry, man.
Well, there's Hollywood and then Holyrood. One has an R, one has a W.
Yeah, I know.
One's an
but
Edinburgh,
at least one of them is pretty obvious they're lying.
No,
Actually, they're both lying.
If you knew anything about it, you'd know both are pretty obviously lying.
Yeah, they're both they're both lying, but only one will admit that they're lying.
Neither will admit they're lying.
Well, no, Hollywood does. Yeah. They admit they're dressing up and pretending to be somebody else.
Isn't that like the definition of actor?
Hey, this is depressing, and I also don't know if it should be taught in school anyway. Right? It goes into overdrive, just the smell and touch and taste. I used 2 trash cans while I was there. I threw up and then went on the other one.
Yeesh.
I haven't thrown up in well, actually, it was recently because I was sick, but other than that, I don't throw up.
Thing is, it was that bad. Couldn't you just, because I assume you were with your brother or something, so couldn't like Jack have just gone on the ride with your brother instead, and you just stood there?
No, because you can only throw that corn dog up once.
If it was that bad for you.
And she says she's not a masochist.
Apparently her brother's worse advised than she is. So I assume he just stood and watched then.
So I
He
need a
can't
few
handle the
shots
manager
just
right now.
walking amongst all the people.
Hello, Honey Monster.
Hello, honey monster.
7 likes, 11 people watching. I feel we can do a little bit better than that. Come on, people.
I gave my 2 likes.
You have to judge,
Yeah,
so he didn't
Tom.
want to say. What I'm saying, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Unless I thought it was weird.
You
'Cause I
heard
didn't
right.
think-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what was that?
I was gonna say Tom heard right. I couldn't tell the difference between you saying Hollywood and Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, they are very similar. I can understand that. Two very different places, though. Yeah, parents told to stop using words like front, bottom, and fairy. Charity Evening Appeal said both male and female body parts should not be shrouded in secrecy and called on moms and dads to use the correct terms.
Also, what's wrong with fairies? The magical folks in the woods?
I've never heard of words like that being used before, though. Who the fuck calls it a front bottom?
I've heard of front butt, but that's not the parents calling it that. That's like when I was a kid would call it that.
Yeah, was that kids amongst themselves, though?
Yeah.
Well, actually, wasn't that California just a few months ago was saying they wanted to call it the front hole?
I wouldn't be sure if it was California.
Mhm.
I think the most one candy apple huge.
What do they call the shaft? Front horn?
I see.
Oh,
You mean
lower,
low?
no, lower horn.
That's the elephant's trunk.
The most one candy cane, and what I assume you mean a lolly, and cotton candy. Yeah. I imagine he was pretty annoyed. I mean, he must have been bouncing off the fucking walls. More than usual. Parents are being forced to stop using words such as bits and front bottom when referring to their daughter's genitals. Charity of Appeal said both male and female body parts should not be shared in secrecy and calling mums and dads to use the correct terms. I don't have much of an issue with that, to be fair. I can see why. I'm joking. I can only just. I am pretty used to the Scottish accent. You think by now, though, Chucker should be used to my accent by now.
Oh, I'm used to it. I just couldn't tell the difference between those two words. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can understand you. It's just that's one of the few words I can't tell the difference between.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I struggle with that as well. Right. A poll from the charity found 44% of parents regularly use euphemisms, and less than 20% frequently saying vagina, and only 1% using vulva. Who the fuck calls it a vulva in general, anyway?
That's the technical term for it, but
And 1 in 5 parents said they never refer to female body parts in front of their daughter. A survey of over 1,000 people found that almost a third of them thought it was appropriate to use anatomical language when their daughters were 11 or older. I can see that. Gosh. It's now just naming like different fucking words for vagina now. It takes years to get used to the subtle bits of
bearded
some
clam.
accents. He may have eaten about loads of sugar, but for 3 hours at the fair, he was asleep in the car for the ride home. Yeah, more like you're probably asleep in the car as well.
Let's say that's called the sugar crash when all that sugar wears off. And he probably slept well in the car as well.
Well, the odds you probably fell asleep as well in the car. I'm going to bet that one. Actor Nigel Havers, who supports the campaign, said it was incredibly important to have honest and open conversations about our children's bodies. Some people don't use the proper female body parts in their own home. Oh, no. I learn about him at an older age.
I just kind of realized something. You realize she did not sleep on the car because she probably had sock bats stop by at Tim Hortons.
Probably. That wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me at all. I guess we're not going to get much busier than this. Like, it's time for the fucking... What the title's all about.
Well.
Time for an honest man bath.
No.
NYC columnist discloses insomnia she's had since Carson night of Trump's election. The New York Times columnist Michelle Goldberg indicated on Friday that President Trump's election was so upsetting that it gave her years of insomnia. Really?
Doubt.
So if everyone wondered what the fucking title was about, this is what the title's about. A tad bit came about a Democratic pollster, Sandra Greenberg, making what she calls a thrilling prediction. That in 2020 we'll see a blue wave that will cross inside the Republican Party. That's beyond wishful thinking.
All the Democrats I've heard speak are complete dumbasses.
His confidence will not be enough to lessen the insomnia that has plagued me since the curse night when Trump was elected. Really, your life is that fucking easy that the election of a president gave you fucking insomnia, did it? I mean, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Goldberg claimed as long as he was in danger and that Trump had cheated his oath of office the way he's rumored to have cheated Moscow's hotel bed. Cheated Moscow hotel bed. She's also called the president a professional racist and declared the moral and psychic cost of participating in the fiction that people who work for Trump in any sense public servants. Goldberg isn't the only one to experience psychological problems from Trump being in the White House. Since Trump's election, he's apparently prompted chronic diseases among progressives, something his supporters refer to mark as Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah, because I think there are genuine people that claimed they had PTSD when Trump got elected, which is just beyond ridiculous. I don't know how in the fucking hell.
Dear snowflakes, PTSD is not the person you didn't or the person you wanted to get elected wasn't. PTSD is diving under the fucking couch because a car backfired.
Yeah, fireworks because it puts you back to like when your fucking legs got blown off or something when you're in the fucking army.
Yeah.
Like, really. Psychologists reportedly saw a bout of Trump anxiety disorder in months following the election. And the CBC interviewed psychologist Elizabeth Lamotte. Yeah, that game makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, Chadwick, I agree. Cricket's fucking boring. So it's like it's alright to actually play it, but to watch it, it goes on all fucking day, and that's not even exaggerated. It literally goes on all fucking. It goes on so long that it's up for lunch and tea. And then play with the fucking same length the next day, the same fucking team. And like, really? Is it? Does it really have to go on for like 8 hours a day? I mean, I guess the only good thing about it is you're actually allowed to drink in the stadium. In some sports, you're not allowed to do that.
You can't have a drink in the stadium? Fuck that.
No, in football or what you would call soccer, you can't do that anymore. Not since the 80s.
Jesus Christ. Shit, you need to come over here, Scotty. Take your ass to any soccer field or football field or baseball field or any goddamn sports field. There's some dude walking around with that damn thing hanging around his neck. Beer, got your ice cold beer here.
Yeah, don't you fucking start, Scott. Hey, I'm not the one that watches fucking cricket.
The movie theater I went to served alcohol. Why don't your guys' shit serve alcohol?
Now, the reason you're not allowed to actually drink in Scottish grounds anymore is because of the 1980 Scottish Cup final where there was a riot between Rangers and Celtic fans, which is like one of the biggest rivalries in world football. So, yeah, anyway, off topic. Who mentioned the collective anxiety she found amongst patients worried about Trump's actions. There's a fear of the world ending, she said. It is a very disorientating and constantly unsettling. What's been called Trump anxiety disorder, the CBC article read, has been on the rise for months following the election, according to mental health professionals across the country. They report unusually high levels of political-related stress in their practices. In 2018, the Journal of American College Health similarly said that 25% of students at Arizona State University reported symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder after Trump's election. Oh, come on, fuck. Really?
Fuck off.
Fucking PTSD, my fucking... Oh no, the person I didn't like lost. The person I liked lost. Oh no, that's the same as if fucking getting my legs blown off, is it? Fuck off, you fucking cunts.
Mm-hmm. Here's Snowflake. The guy I wanted to be president didn't win either. Hell, he was a fucking laughing stock. You don't hear me whining about it.
Maybe he was a laughing stock.
He was, but he was. It really didn't help when he stuck his tongue out at that reporter. I'm going to bite my tongue. See? Nee.
President Trump's stress disorder, yeah. Time for a positive thing. See. Hundreds attend funeral for a veteran 97 who had no known friends or family.
That's awesome.
Hundreds of strangers flocked to a funeral for a 97-year-old World War II veteran who had no known living relatives. Navy veteran Herman White died on the 11th of August in Oklahoma. He had no family, no close friends. His wife Evelyn died in 1998. Their only child Mickey died a year later at 47 years old, according to his obituary. Funeral director Rebecca Rains from Brown Duggar Funeral Home learned of White's lack of loved ones and reached out to the public hoping they would give White a proper hero's funeral. Well, that's awesome, isn't it? Rains said the neighbor across the street is the one who took him to hospital and came in with his DD 214. Notice of discharge / release from military and said, all I know Yes, everyone is dead. There is not anyone. She reached out to a union group for the ship White served on. Members of the public and even public figures, including President Donald Trump, according to the American military news. On Wednesday, White was lowered to the ground in front of nearly 1,000 people. He was buried next to his wife and son in Perry, Oklahoma. They played All My Friends Are Dead. Oh, come on, Honey Monster, really?
Now, dear snowflakes, this poor sumbitch died without friends or family. That's a man I can believe has PTSD. World War II veteran?
Yeah, but back in his day, it would be known as shell shock, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Way better name.
Senator Paul Rosano, a 25-year-old retired Navy veteran, said, "It's heartbreaking to think that an American hero so selflessly and bravely served his country in World War II and now has no family to honor and remember him at his funeral." Yeah, that's a fucking shit way to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
He deserves a proper hero's goodbye with his fellow veterans in Oklahoma's there to celebrate his services in life. White married in 1941 and joined. Better to have dead friends than no friends. Yeah, but then if all your friends are dead, then you effectively have no friends anyway.
Some religions.
That's harsh.
In some religions, he's just meeting back up with them.
To be fair, he might have been a fucking honest old man. Dad was a fucking World War II vet and he was a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, but you don't know that, Chadwick. White married in 1941, joined the Navy in 1945, and served abroad in the USS Mulpin in the Pacific Ocean after the military. White returned to Oklahoma and worked in the oil and gas fields. So I guess press F. Press F for the man.
Oh, especially oil and gas. That's
I
hard
would,
work.
but for some reason my tablet is frozen up. Uh-oh.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Fucking thing. Right. Come on. What the fuck did... Stupid fucking piece of shit. There we go. Alright. Hero Grant 82 back with walking stick when he tries to rob her shop. Jane Turner, who's been running a news agent for 45 years, wasn't willing to let the robber get off lightly.
It's Jessica Yaniv. Whoops him with a cane. I like it.
He wearing a fucking sleeping bag over his head. He is. Oh, what does he want? Fucking go. Yeah, the fair play though.
It is.
Yeah, just a walking stick of peace. He's like fucking knocking into the floor and shit, man.
You know, I'd be worried more about her cane than her cane or walking stick than I'd worried about the bad guy. Sweetheart, did you break your stick? We'll get you another one.
No, it was made of metal, so it should be fine. It wasn't like an old wood one.
Yeah,
They
but
can't.
they're
They
hollow.
can't. The metal ones can take less punishment than the wood ones can. They're pretty thin.
Shocking CCTV footage shows an old woman using a walking stick desperately tried to fend off a robber who was armed with a metal bar. Well done to that gilf. Tom, I mean, life may be desperate, but shit, they're not that fucking desperate, yeah. I mean, I like to think not. That's fucking awesome. Charlie, why is your swearing not showing up? You have to be using text to speech.
I fixed that with my text to speech. On that setting.
Now I gotta ask one question about something.
What?
So Grandma beat him off with a stick, right?
Yeah.
When the law showed up, did she offer him some hard candy?
I don't know.
Am I the only one whose grandma did that?
New phone. Jane Turner
Every
was
time you saw
working
Grandma,
behind
would you like a butterscotch?
Jane Turner was working behind the till of the news agents that she ran for 45 years. When it was targeted by a thug around 5:30 a.m. on Tuesday, the 82-year-old Brown refused to hand over any money before repeatedly battering over the head with her stick, a walking stick, when he made an advance for the till. After pushing the pensioner to the ground, the intruder then fled. The Stoke-on-Trent news agents, making off with £50 and a 6-pack of cigarettes. See, they mean 6 packets of cigarettes. As opposed to a cig. Bad wording on the Daily Record, bad wording. June has now warned future would-be robbers that she's prepared to defend her family business by any means necessary. I guess he gets to the point, because she's like 82 years old, so I think there comes a point where like there's no fear anymore. I don't know if this sounds harsh or whatever, but like there comes a point where you're like, you're old enough that if you die, you think, well, I've had a good run. So, really,
I'm thinking her thoughts are probably more, boy, I got underwear older than you. I can whoop your ass.
the fair play though. I mean, Stephen still working at the age of 82 is fair play enough.
True.
He said, I acted on instinct, really, so I thought there's no way he's having the money we worked hard to make. He said, I wish it had something a bit harder with me, so I could have finished him off and knocked him out. I don't really know what was going through my head, but I knew I had to defend my business by any means necessary. I was determined to protect myself and our shop. Typical Scottish girl. I don't even know if she was Scottish. She wasn't even Scottish. That's okay. Let's listen to her voice, actually. No, I can't. It says it was in Stoke. So she was English. Yeah, it's in the Daily Record, but it doesn't mean it's in a Scottish newspaper. That doesn't mean it's in Scotland, though. It was in Stoke.
I don't know, the way she's swinging that damn cane around like a sword, she could be Japanese for all I care.
June said she thought it was a joke when the man walked into the shop with a blanket around him. It was just his eyes showing. And she did do very well. I thought it was just some setup, but then when he came into the corner and said, I want your money, I said, you're not having my money. And then he just came round the back of the counter and got some money from the till. I saw him with a £20 note in his hand. And then I couldn't find the panic button, so I got my stick and belled him. And with it, I went hell for leather on him. She actually said I'd knock him out. Yeah, you think he's got it? So since he's got it, I don't know. Probably not. He didn't open the cigarette when they were on the floor. I nearly had his shirt ripped off his back. But he pushed me to the floor and then rushed out like the clappers. June, who has worked for the title round before taking over the shop in 1974, trained on the floor until the regular customer called Craig came in and called 999. Mama gonna knock you out.
No,
More like fucking great grandma gonna knock you out. More like great grandma gonna knock you out.
Either way, someone just got their ass whooped by an old lady.
She said, I shouted to Craig, who comes in every morning, when I was on the floor, and he rang the police and paramedics, and then my son Alan came back from delivering his papers. It was just my instinct to try and stop him and give him a good whack. I think he was quite shocked. I wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting that. I just thought he was. I mean, he just thought she's getting on a bit. You can't give way to them. You have to be careful in case they've got knives or guns. It's awful nowadays, but you can't give in to these people. And we work from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m., 7 days a week, only to have some scumbag come in and try and steal from us. Working 13-hour days at the age of 82. Fair play.
God, yeah, God bless that woman.
No, Cryptic, I'm not going to lick somebody out. That's just projection. Cryptic, that's what you call projection. And Honey Monster, who are you going to knock out? Better be me. You can try, but you're the great. He only got away with some cigarettes and a bit of money, but I'd rather he got away with nothing at all. And I wish he got a view of him. I wish they got a view of his face. Apparently, he was sitting on the step outside the shop watching who was coming in and out. They came in, my son had left to deliver papers. He knew he was going to do. He won't be so lucky next time. Yeah, I mean, fair play. Keep injecting me. Injecting what? Oh, man. What are you injecting? Right, they're going to be pissed. I'm going to be back.
Okay. So it's under.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good, just setting something up for tomorrow.
Ah. So Cryptic, are you master of that teriyaki injection? So what are you setting up for tomorrow?
Basically, I want to do the NCR Correctional Facility on New Vegas. Basically, someone decided to give the convicts dynamite, and the convicts used that dynamite to take it over.
Nice.
So I'm going to clean that.
I guess this is where the whole.
There's a guy in there who.
There's a guy in there who.
Oh yeah, there's a guy in there who I've never actually gotten as sheriff. He's an option. Like, he does not care that they broke out. He wanted to do his time and be done with it. So, I'm going to get him because I haven't done that before.
Gotcha.
I'm back, sorry about that.
All right. Too much iron brew.
I only had 2 cans of vitamin today. That's not that bad. Anyway, for the man who was arrested for a chilling Facebook post threatening to shoot up Walmart denies he is a white. Denies he's a Nazi and claims he's simply a white nationalist. Well, he should be on. Like,
Seriously.
Let's look at that. Never gave a name, not narcotic. But he looks fucking high as a kite.
He's looking at the back of his head. Look at him. He's like.
Look at his eyes, though.
Yeah,
He looks high as a fucking kite.
probably is.
I don't know. Something about his face and his eyes and all that. Something tells me the elevator don't go all the way to the top.
It looks like he was dropped on his head as a child.
Well,
For the man arrested for threatening to shoot up threatening to use an assault
Florida
rifle.
man.
I don't know. Shoot up a Walmart had a history of making racist social media posts according to newly filed court documents. Richard D. Clayton, 26 of Winter Park, posting on Facebook under the name Jared Jonah. Use a social media platform to express racist language and stereotypes and to clear the air about his white supremacist leanings, according to a 77-page report filed in Orange County Circuit Court. Where is that? Everyone in real life calls me a Nazi, despite my countless attempts to correct their assumptions about my political beliefs. By claiming I am simply a white nationalist and registered Republican. And the only reason I bulk at the terminology normally used to describe me is because I don't fully understand national socialism's economic principles. And because capitalist corporate America has done very well for my family as well as many others like mine. There's many others families like mine. Okay then. So he's a white nationalist and he's a capitalist then, so he's doing all Nazi then. Yeah then? Well,
I guess maybe he tried, but dude, you blew it. His explanation did not help his case much.
Clayton remains in jail after he was arrested by Florida State Department of Law Enforcement Agency on August 9th. After authorities said he made a threatening post on Facebook saying 3 more days of prohibition left and I get my AR-15 back. Don't go to Walmart next week. Easy, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Why would you? Give him the benefit of the doubt here. He might have just fucking been doing that just to be edgy, but still. Someone's going to have taken that the wrong way, you fucking moron. The post by Clayton was allegedly made on August the 4th, the day after the man, who authorities said posted a white nationalist manifesto online, and is said to have traveled 600 miles to a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, when he shot and killed 22 people and injured 24 others. And the same day, Clayton is said to have made a post. A shooter in Dayton, Ohio, was said to have a rape list and a hit list. Killed 9 people and shot and injured 14 others. There were 13 more people injured before was killed by police. What was that?
And the guy in Dayton was a left-wing guy. Knows how they didn't, it knows how they didn't exactly go into detail about that one.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised because the Daily Record isn't known for being left wing. I mean, the Daily Mail isn't known for being left wing. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't. Clayton appears to believe in the white nationalist ideology and has had a history of posting threats on using fictitious Facebook accounts, investigators said. So, yeah, I don't think he was actually going to do it. He just being edgy. That's all I think this was, just some stupid cunt trying to be edgy. And it backfiring on him.
Either he's being edgy and it backfired, or dumb he's either just being just so edgy he's dumb, or he said something a little too innocuous, maybe.
Well, not innocuous.
Don't go to Walmart. Well, don't go to Walmart because your smelly ass is going to be there. Don't go to Walmart because you plan on shooting up the place. Don't go to Walmart because you plan on cleaning them out of ho-hos or what? I mean,
I think innocuous is the wrong term to use, though. Sounds pretty threatening. I wouldn't take that as innocuous. If I would take that as anything, I'd either take that as a joke or a threat.
Right, but that's actually the problem. Is it's going to be one way or the other. One way or the other. For all we know, he didn't. It's vague enough. It can be taken a dozen different ways.
Yeah.
The two obvious is either a bad joke or a threat, but there's still other ways it can be taken, and he wasn't specific enough to really say, okay, this is exactly what he meant.
Tom, I don't know if the guy was a Bernie supporter. Clayton was booked on a charge of written threats to kill or to do bodily harm after a joint investigation by the FDLE, FBI's Joint Terrorist Task Force, and the Winter Park Police Department. See, and the thing is, I don't think he was actually going to do it because, I mean, if he's made all these threats before and never done anything, dude, I'm just going to say it's an edgy post, but looking at that evidence. Because he's already got a history of doing it, but yeah. As a result, the judge ordered Clayton not to come within 1,000 feet of any Walmart. I imagine in America that's quite hard to do.
No,
it's Walmart's all over the place.
There are Walmarts all over the place, but I mean they're not that damn close together.
And then again, a lot of things in America are more spread out than they are over here.
Yeah.
And according to new documents filed by the Winter Park Police Department, authorities want Clayton banned from owning firearms or ammunition for 1 year under Florida's red flag law. The law allows the government to seize firearms on people who may be a danger to themselves or others. Winter Park did not immediately respond when the Daily Mail reached out. A 77-page report filed under the court with the court details and several other hate-inspired social media posts under the Genotany. Clayton then created the fake moniker, authorities say, after he was zooked, a reference to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, which some used to indicate when the social media platform responds to a user's account, suspends a user's account. Well, learn to read, cunt. The threatening Walmart post wasn't the only violence Janata was wanting to do. The internet and committing a hate crime in real life tonight, said a post on the 4th of February, according to the Senator. Investigators say Clayton is most likely a man Seen another person who was shirtless, wearing a bandana over his face while holding a rifle and bottle of 100 proof bourbon.
Oh, it's that dumb prick.
Yeah, so he's just edgy then, is he?
Yeah, now I know who you're talking. He's the prick who's sitting there holding a fucking shotgun that looks like damn thing looks like he should be going out and hunting pheasant or something.
In addition to the other posts mention a AR-15 semi-automatic rifle. He does not look anything like me, Cryptic. Using some recent mass shootings. Investigators allege Clayton posted similarly in memes. One of them shows a white woman with the phrase, "White people, there's no upgrade." Close enough, a white dude. That's racist. And don't play the whole Asian card on me, because I know for a fact Asians are fair game these days.
You can't be racist against white people.
Or Asians at this point.
True.
Exactly. So that's why I said Asians are fair game these days.
Yeah. Well, actually, I hate to say it, but when it comes to Asians, it's kind of even worse. It's not that they're fair game; they just don't even. They're treated like they don't even exist.
And when I did it, because it wasn't there a university that fucked over Asians like completely, where it was like because Asians were doing too well. Yeah, because Asians were doing too well, they got ranked like lower than white people and black people did.
Uh-huh. And this is a school they let David Hogg into.
I don't really know who David Hogg is.
David Hogg's like the Parkland kid who's like super anti-gun now. As opposed to the exact opposite on that end, Kyle Khrushchev or something. He was another one of the Parkland kids, except this one is pro Second Amendment. Actually, I think he might have even did an internship for Blind Girls boy, Ben Shapiro.
Well, Hogg reminds me of Peter North. I don't know if Peter North is he. I'd say the worst, but also the best part about being white is being selective while dating. That doesn't make any sense. Pretty sure everyone's selective while dating. And the 7th of November post that accompanied the meme, according to the Senator. Ever since I was a kid, I've only ever been attracted to my own kind and never found other races appealing. Clayton has a number of arrests dating back to at least September of 2018, when he accused of disrobing, swimming out into Clearwater Beach superboat races in Pinellas County, causing the race to be stalled. The charge was dropped in October of that time. Clayton was on a prohibition for DUI in Seminole County. You say he's a G, but I'm pretty sure he's married, isn't he?
Who is?
Ben Shapiro.
He's a Jew.
Yeah, but isn't he married?
Yeah, he's married. And his wife's a doctor.
Circuit Judge Donald A. Myers will decide on the side of risk protection order requested by winter cops. If approved by Clayton will be prohibited from possessing firearms like guns or ammo for a full year. A hearing is scheduled for the 13th of September. Attorney Travis Williams, who's representing Clayton, declined a comment when reached by mail. Yeah, I'm just going to put that down to just an idiot making an edgy joke. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Idiot making an edgy joke.
Yeah.
Anytime I say about a man wanking in public. Convicted creep jailed for masturbating in sauna at leisure centre. Raymond Lee Co-op was caught by a disgusted dad who was taking his daughter swimming. A pervert who was caught by a shocked dad masturbating in a sauna at leisure centre has been jailed for 4 months. Raymond Lee Co-op was spotted by his...
I know saunas are high and steamy, but that's just ridiculous.
Oh, was that green phone there, Sony?
I know saunas are hot and steamy, but that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If you want to wank, in a sauna, just get your own sauna. Yeah, Raymond Lee Co-op 39 was spotted by a disgusted dad who had taken his daughter swimming at Northgate area. The Northgate area in Chester on the 13th of August. Magistrates heard that the son witnesses immediately alerted a lifeguard saying he's wanking in there. Probably shouldn't laugh, but that's quite funny. Prosecutor Rob Yowes said the father had been left very distressed at the sight of Co-op in his shorts pulled down and his hand moving up and down. Realizing he had been seen, the defendant quickly pulled up his trunks and left the area, only to be apprehended shortly afterwards. Co-op of Chester later pleaded guilty to committing an act of outrage in public decency and breaching a sexual harm prevention order imposed by magistrates in 2016. This isn't the fucking first time he's done shit like this thing. Okay, horny fucking Bob. Asians are lower than
Maybe
blacks and whites.
maybe there's a hope that he honestly didn't think he'd get caught.
Well, believe it, you know, he's like, why would you feel the need to wank in public?
I mean, I'm not defending the guy, but I mean, let's be fair. Maybe think he wasn't dumb. Maybe he was dumb enough to think, "Hey, nobody's gonna see me in here."
It's probably during the day as well, so he thought, there's not going to be many people here during the day. Might get away with it.
Yeah.
Asians are lower than blacks and whites. I went to a Chinese supermarket today with my equivalently average height black mate for proof. And this is your all ego. And Thomas's hand. You need help, Cryptic. Yeah, I think Cryptic does need help. He's a very strange individual, Cryptic. David Kerwin. Defending argued against immediate prison sentence, but JP's choice to jail him at Chester Magistrates Court. But the JP's chose to jail him at Chester Magistrates Court on Thursday. Co-op had previous convictions for pleasuring himself on a train in 2014. And yeah, that was read as written. Outside his former home in 2016. And on a bus between Chester and Ellensmere Port last year. Oh, fucking Christ. Really? Court already previously committed a lewd act on a bus while intensely staring at an 18-year-old girl. How is this guy not? Prosecutor Leanne Kennedy had said she looked around and saw that Mr. Cobb was intensely staring at her and began masturbating under his jogging bones.
Okay, everything I just said a few minutes ago, never mind.
No, Tom, no, you're on your own with that one. He stopped briefly while someone got off the bus and then continued to stare at her and masturbate. This went on for the whole bus journey. Fucking jeez. That's a weird individual, to say the least.
He's almost as weird as our chat
The very
or your chat.
least.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I think maybe Cryptic's maybe slightly weirder than that.
She's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For fuck's sake, you're being selfish, guy. No. Cryptic, since you seem so keen, why don't you get involved with it then? Hey, boss threatens to sack employees who bring in single-use plastic cups. It seems like a stupid reason to sack somebody. You know, it's like, oh no, you use a plastic cup, therefore you're fired, you're sacked. You know. No, I got my own help. Hey, what do you mean Green Fund? Tonight's chat is fucking on it. I guess that one. I
It's
guess
on
you're on
something.
Yeah, you're on something, Tom. I don't know, but to be honest, I want some of it. Chris Beckett's sandwich boxes and plastic windows, takeaway coffee cups, and plastic water bottles have all been banned from Intelligent Hand Dryer's office. One boss is fed about seeing bins overspilling the sandwich wrappers and coffee cups, so he plans to make a disciplinary offense. Well, why don't fucking cleaners do their job? Scotty ain't helping a friend. A friend in need, not a friend indeed.
I'll help a friend move. I ain't helping a friend freaking wank it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure there's a fucking whore or someone you can pay for you to get a hand job from. Workers are in a 6 week consultation to change their contracts, meaning they could face the sack if they willfully break new rules. It's only lager. Sure, you can get some of that out there. I'm pretty sure it's more than just fucking lager. I can guarantee you on that one. Lager and like hostel. The founder of Intelligent Hand Dryers in Sheffield admits it did cause a few screw-ups among his workforce of 10. One member of staff even threatened to heat their crisps in their car. This just seems stupid. I mean, why did they not have like fucking cleaners or anything to pay for this? They're paid to clean the office. But now Andrew Cameron, Step 41, says the staff are free to. The staff who were given fresh fruit and cakes are coming around. He said, I looked around at work, all I could see was waste. Our bins were just overspilling. I got 3 young kids, and I just thought, if we carry on blindly sleepwalking, then we're stuffed.
Whose job is it to take out the bins?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's the cleaner's job, I guess. But looking into this, they don't have a cleaner. No, they don't have a cleaner to do the job, do they?
From the sounds of it, no.
Staff would get free warnings before actually mistaken, and Mr. Cameron added we were providing reusable containers. It was an accident. We'll have a quiet word. And I think there's quite a good reaction there. The owner who launched in 2013 said there's quite a difference adding. The office is not full of rubbish anymore. Couldn't you have just told people to clean up after themselves? Not just lager, fish and chips tonight. And a feeling fresh from work with substance from life. Go play some more Naked Pitch in Discord because I'm banned there these days. Yeah, now you got banned from Discord again, didn't you? Not we lost it here. I'm not surprised. India's moon landing failed, in case anyone didn't know.
I like the one comment on Lords of the Night. It's a nation of tech support, yet they couldn't fix the damn thing. When Blind Girl get in here?
Why Blind Girl?
Hello. I got here 5 seconds ago, actually.
Oh, so you got here like an hour ago, but yeah.
Well, no, I got home like 30 minutes ago, but I was backstage 5 seconds ago. I think I'm finished throwing up, so we're good.
How the fuck are you still alive? Because I am still alive, that's why. Random internet box. I can go as long as I want to. In fact, just because of that, I'm going to go on even longer now.
Yeah, because I have nothing for blind trucking, so feel free.
I'm going to steal your time slot again.
Wait, no. This be a 4-hour stream.
No, I don't think I'll do another 4-hour stream. That was a mistake.
3-hour stream?
Maybe. Indian space scientists devastated after moon landing fails. Look at that guy's haircut. You think there comes a point where you just give up on hair? I mean, just accept the fact you're bald and just move on with life, you know? Like, what even is that? You know, I mean, if your hair recedes that fucking badly, just give up on life. Just give up on hair.
I would start shaving my head if I lost all base. Well, he's lost all his hair already. He might as well shave it.
Yeah, he's lost all his hair in the top. He just has hair in the back now.
Shoot, even Picard knew eventually. Yeah, I should probably just go bald.
It means Prime Minister.
Oh shit. Question before you continue. Anybody know how to send stuff through Google Drive?
Yeah, why?
That is a good question.
Because somebody is asking me to do that so my videos aren't compressed, and since you're going extra long, I'm technically not screwing your stream over or anything, but after your stream, if you could show me how to send stuff through Google Drive, that'd be really cool.
You upload it to Google Drive and then just share the folder with somebody.
Okay, except I use an Apple, so I don't know how to upload to Google Drive.
You have a computer.
I do. But that means I have to transfer all my cell phone shit to my computer. Fuck.
I don't know how to use Google Drive on an iPhone.
All right.
Yeah, to be honest, all I want to do with that article was make fun of the guy there anyway, so.
I mean, is there anything better to do than make fun of an idiot who can't let go of his 2 hairs?
He's not an idiot. He just can't accept the fact he's gone bald. That's all it is.
Download the app, apparently. Blind Girl.
What? There's an app? Google Drive app?
Cryptic said it.
Thank you, Cryptic.
I know there is for Android. I didn't know if there was for iPhone.
You probably have to pay for it. Don't you have to pay for all the apps on iPhone?
I think so. I mean, I paid for a cloud app.
What you then upload it to your
what? Download the Google Drive app for iOS. It doesn't have iOS.
Basically,
what you do is you just right click and then share.
Because Patrick wants me to send them to Google Drive. He has a Samsung, I have an Apple, and I'm like, Damn it.
Thunder, she does. Thunder, Apple is iOS.
Oh, I'm stupid. Sometimes. Okay.
Is it that video you put in the message earlier?
Yeah, and a buttload of
That
other.
was a cute video.
Yeah, I got a buttload of other ones of him on everything, including all of the grown-up rides. Yeah, and it's things Patrick has never seen him experience before, so he actually wants things that have me in it for some weird reason. Usually he's upset if I send him pictures with me and Jack. He just wants the Jack photos. But this time, since Jack is doing things he's never seen before, he wants all the videos I got, but he's like, they're super compressed. I want to see them, in good video form. And I'm like, crap.
Depends how big the video. It depends how big they are because Google Drive has a limit on how much of what the stuff you can send. So that might be why it's compressed.
Yeah, because I sent it over Messenger. I'm like, I'll send it through to Facebook, and he's like, I don't use Facebook, and I'm like, damn it, you're not making it easy, sir.
Just check your fucking Facebook, you fucking French cunts.
Exactly.
I barely use. The only time I'm on Facebook is actually to get the StreamYards.
All right, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll work on something for you. Okay.
Thank you. I'm downloading Google Drive now. I'll see how it works, but a plan B is always good. I've never used it even when I had a Android because I've never really had to worry about these things.
Fair enough. All
Crap.
right, be right back, guys.
I could never afford Apple. I think I might have spent $150 on a phone once, but that's tops.
Mm.
But then again, I'm on Boost, so I have to pay for the phone outright.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, anyway, according to English Tom, there is a fucking app for it on iOS.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I thought I muted that.
No, clearly you didn't. Because you already have a Google account, so technically you already have a Google Drive.
Okay.
This is weird, isn't it? Blind girl text support on air. What is it? What is my stream honestly evolved into?
The wholesome goodness.
Yeah, I'd say quite wholesome since we're only sharing nice kid pictures over Google Drive. Or not we, I mean Blind Girl.
Yeah. Because I'm
And I'm back.
awesome. Super freaking awesome.
So if you upload them up there, you just then need to just right click and then share.
Well, I'm guessing
So
she
we-
didn't record it with her computer.
Fucking hell. By myself there. Wow.
Wow, get quiet.
Yeah.
Anyone do anything interesting today?
Nope.
I drove. Then I drove some more, and then, hey, what do you know? I drove some more.
Oh, and Trucker, you were super right. It didn't rain at all. Matter of fact, it got super sunny and hot. But in Ottawa,
Oh.
it downpoured.
Ta-da!
Thank you, Trucker.
I'm good like that.
Okay. The end is so dead. I think it's coming to be a funeral.
The only thing I did today was do some cleaning and found some Cheyennes that kid cousins probably stole from Roy when they lived here. freaking teenagers.
Who's Roy?
Stepdad.
Ah. Yeah, so yeah. Anything interesting in the news happened that I missed? I'll take that as a no.
I don't think so. I don't think you missed anybody.
Again,
Anything?
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you weren't checking any news today. You were
Yeah, I was out in Renfrews.
stealing our place names, aren't you?
Yep. Although Pat now is in competition with me now that he's realized how awesome I am. He's like, I'm taking him to the carp fair, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, wait, how do I get to the carp fair? And I'm like, dude, I took you to carp like 6 years ago. He's like, yeah, that was 6 years ago, and I'm like, good luck.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Tom, you better not be drunk.
I'm not, man. I'm not. Oi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, not at all.
I'm not
Yeah.
drunk, man. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk, bro. I'm not drunk.
And good.
I just gotta fix. How do I do the fucking thing again?
Next to the mute button, there should be the camera. So you turn the camera off.
Should be able to.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna call somebody. 1 sec.
Did that work? Did that stop the cam or not? Is the cam still there?
The camera's
No,
still
it's on
there.
camera. Next to the mute button is where it says start cam. Should switch camera off.
On, off, on, off, on, off.
The fuck is going on? Is that still working? Yeah, I know. I know. I'm trying to get a picture up there, but it's all gone. There you go. Fuck it. Do it that way. We'll do it that way. Fuck it.
Camera's off, eh?
Yeah,
Comes
where it
off, right?
says that you're in the show, everyone can see and hear you. There should be like a picture.
Yeah, his camera's off now anyway.
You should be able to edit your avatar.
I don't know why this is even still live.
Did you not click the
Is
off
this
button?
live now? Can anyone hear me?
Apparently it is.
Boomer Tom, yeah.
Boomer Tom.
Yeah.
For some reason, did you not click the go offline button?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Thanks for watching, like, share, and subscribe. Stream's ended tomorrow. You're all a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.